this? Is this light still working? Is this thing still working? Nothing like a little bit of rain. Screw with your electronics. I think I got an LED on there. Yeah. This is Independent Librarian Dynamics Sean Kennedy VI, episode number 732.653.663.398.36.3. And here's truly now involved in a pirate radio broadcast in Queen's English from sometime after now. And I'm currently inside this handy dandy car trying to make sure that I can get all my body covered where the rain got me. Like an idiot, I got caught outside, too far from cover. My belly didn't stand up to it, so I gotta make sure that I get all this moisture off of me before it leads to a rash. As for you, it's if you're listening to this, you should be aware that you're violating your listener's license agreement. So you stand at risk of losing it if. Even if you listen. But if you turn this off, it's vitally important that this reach you because you're the one who needs it most. So while I get myself sorted out here, maybe you can light a few candles. Maybe server can protect us. Yeah. I think I got some rain in my mouth. Happened to me. Right now, I'm a ways out. I'm pretty far out on the fringe. I'm almost in the wasteland. I'm not in Trash Town anymore. I've moved a little bit further east. Whew. This region here isn't even a neighborhood. I was just walking, thinking about other things, and the rain came up. Storm cloud. I had my umbrella with me. You always keep an umbrella with you out here because the rain, with the fallout and all the carcinogens in the rain, it'll, well, you gotta be careful because it's not just rain anymore. So, rain just came on hard and fast. I don't know where it came from, and I threw out my umbrella, but that old umbrella had so many holes burned in it. It started to leak, and then I could watch the fabric rot away. This is a bad storm. With all the fallout from the bombs and whatnot, and all the pollution laws, well, long since being toast, because nobody cares about the outside. Rain is like a major killer out here. It's not so bad when it hits you, but after a while, sometimes in the bad sessions, like you get a bad section of black rain, and just you can feel it burning on your skin. That's why everybody's clothing here has got patches all over it from the freaking rain. Stupid rain. Sounds like a battery acid. Probably the best way to describe it, like a weak battery acid. Burns holes in everything it touches. I fell asleep once in a car that had a leak in it. I didn't know it was there, and it started raining during the night. I woke up in the morning and had a wicked rash. It fell and landed on the inside of my leg. The whole inside of my leg was just rashed out and bleeding. It bled for almost a week. Oh, man. Luckily, the good people at Waste Tech have set up enough vending machines with decontamination mitts in them. It looks like a foil bag, and you tear the top off. Inside is this mitt covered with a powder. You slap your hand inside, and you pat your face and your hair and your head, and it's like this really, really super fine dust. And neutralizes any of the toxins. It's like an acid-based thing. I don't know how it works, but it stinks like hell. Sometimes I call them corpse gloves. You smell and look like a dead guy after it's all done. It's sickly gray. You gotta watch the weather here, because if you get caught out in the rain, it'll kill you. Especially if you're out in the wasteland and you don't have cover, and you get caught in a rainstorm, it'll soak you right to the skin, it'll rot all your gear off, and you die. Without any gear, you're toast. No second chances here. Sometimes if it's a community and there's strangers and it starts to rain, the community will get the strangers inside, you know. They know how bad it is. It's a nice way to break the ice. Plus, of course, they're corp cops or shock troops, in which case we like it when it rains because, well, they don't stick around too much. Out here on the fringe, in some ways, it's less tough than the inner city, and in a lot of ways, it's worse. In the inner city, you've got to worry about, well, everybody trying to kill you. And out here, you got to worry about the elements in your environment trying to kill you. So that's a trade-off. In both places, you need some kind of community or gang or group to keep you safe. And out here, you need your kit. Especially if you're a war hawk like me who runs around in the wastelands all the time. Well, as I lay my gear out here, I suppose I should kind of go over what I got. In case any of you want to, I don't know. There's no way to stop it. Maybe you can prepare for it, you know. Man, listen to that rain. Metal on this roof is getting pretty thin. I don't see any kind of drops. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it looks alright. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Going over a kit here, number one thing you have to look after is you have to get your hands on some body armor. Body armor allows you to get hit. Being able to take a hit is more important than being able to give a hit. That's the first rule. You can hit hard, that's great, but if you can't get hit, well, you're done. That reminds me of something, but I can't remember what. Ballistic armor is expensive, more than that everyone wants it, so most of us out here, we keep our vitals protected with sports armor. While the Great Plague was happening and the war was raging, they really cranked up sports, even invented sports. All highly contact stuff, combative stuff. Give them circus and give them bread. Trying to distract us from what was going on. That's the name of the game. Distract them. Keep them busy. So, sports gear was just everywhere. Everyone was involved with sports. And it was like it's crazy. It's like the world went sports crazy.